feeling because it was a bunch of us who were working on our first movie we'd ever worked on, and we're very close friends. Just having so much fun doing the work, hanging out at night, like everything about it was magical.
Let's all promise that in 25 years from today, we'll meet again and we'll see what kind of people we've blossomed into. What time you want to meet?
Is it like 9 or 9:30?
Great, because I have something at 11.
I'm curious, when's the last time you screened Wet Hot American Summer with an audience?
The last time I saw it with an audience was just a few weeks ago, actually, in Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown.
Nice.
Cleveland Film Festival did a screening at a summer camp, and it was really fun.
What's it like screening it with a modern audience now compared to when it first came out?
I mean, it's what's nice is, it's a self-selecting crowd, and people who come to see this movie in a theater now are ones who are fans of it on some level. And so the last time I actually sat through and watched it was in a theater at the New Beverly here in LA a few years ago with my son, who was a teenager at the time. And that was really exciting, just to like really take in this movie and sort of see it, with some time away, a freshness of like being like separate from, oh, I made this, and more just like, this is so funny. And just like laughing and enjoying that experience with some distance from having made it, which is really cool.
I actually discovered the whole Wet Hot universe when First Day of Camp came out. I was working as a camp counselor, not a sleepaway camp, but I was with the indoor kids at Lego camp, and my girlfriend at the time showed me it, and it was life changing for me.
That's awesome.
For comedy. So I'm curious. Do you have a definitive watch order? Is it you have to watch the movie first and then chronologically First Day of Camp and then 10
I would
years later?
certainly recommend that you watch it in production order because that's how they were made, and that's a lot of the jokes in the prequel will ring better if you're familiar with the original film. That said, there's no rules. Do what you like.
Do you have a ranking of the three?
No, they're all different animals, and I have a genuine affection in different ways for anything I've worked on. I'm happy. I do things that make me happy in the first place, and so I like them all.
Nice. You famously had, what, 28 days to shoot the movie at the time in 2000?
Correct. Yeah.
Probably stressful, if I had to guess. With all that stress, is there a particular moment that was like truly great?
Truly great?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so much of it was truly. I mean, the movie making process was such a special feeling because it was a bunch of us who were working on our first movie we'd ever worked on, and were very close friends in many cases, or new friends. And then in the middle of nowhere, being at summer camp again, which is like my fantasy, but also being an adult. And then, just having so much fun doing the work, hanging out at night, like everything about it was magical, and yes, there was the stresses of the constant rain and how hard it is to make a movie, and then no time and no money and one obstacle after another. And yet that was part of the fun. That's the puzzle solving, which I love.
What's really interesting to me this year is, have you heard of Obsession, Curry Barker,
of course,
and the whole story? So we know, Obsession is arguably one of the biggest movies of the year. And before that blew up, Curry Barker and his friends started a YouTube sketch comedy channel. Yeah. And it reminds me a lot of what you and Michael Showalter and everyone else did, Ken Marino, by forming The State back in the day. Have you thought about this, of his trajectory and where that might be going?
Yeah, I mean, every great filmmaker or every filmmaker's trajectory is, some oddball different path to get to making that first movie. And I mean, it's never surprising to me whether it's Jordan Peele or Corey, where like that somebody can make a great thriller who has a comedic background, because it's like, it makes so much sense to me. It's like so many of the same overlapping brain paths to me. But I mean, I'm a massive fan of Obsession, and I loved reading the story of how he put that together and his path to getting there.
With Gail Daughtry, where did the the premise come with that? I'm just really curious because it's such a funny premise. How did you land on Jon Hamm?
We just thought it was when you think about Gail Daughtry and who her celebrity sex past would be, who else could it be other than Jon Hamm? And so
Fair,
that was sort
very
of how
fair.
that worked out. Like the truth is also that Jon Hamm is someone we've known and worked with in the past on Wet Hot American Summer, among other things, and we felt like, and he's so funny, but also he has this very specific kind of image, and he has this on-screen association with John Slattery, and so it all
Mm,
sort of perfectly fit to make Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass the right personalities. It was really
makes sense.
a good
Uh,
fortune.
One thing, and I really hope you take this as a compliment, David, is when I hear David, I don't hear you. I actually hear Courtney Wheeler from Bob's Burgers. My wife and
Oh,
I,
Gene.
yeah, we fall asleep to Bob's Burgers every single night, and my wife specifically has fallen asleep to Bob's Burgers since high school. So
Wow.
we've fallen asleep to
I
your
mean, it's
voice
such a great show. Oh
many
my God.
times. I was surprised only 15 episodes you've been in. It feels like a lot more. But what was interesting to me is John Benjamin, of course, voiced the can of vegetables and Wet Hot American Summer, and you are, you're doing voice acting for his show. And when you are in the booth, what is it like just getting creative direction from him, from Lauren Bouchard, um, since y'all are such close friends?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm close friends with Lauren Bouchard, but I love him. I think he's an incredible guy and an incredibly smart and creative showrunner and creator. So no, I think doing that show is such a joyous thing, and they're doing all the work. The writing is so smart and so tight, and and they also figure out how to edit it and animate and they do everything. And I just come in and talk. And so, and I look at the words in front of me and I'm like, wow, this is so funny. And what's great about it is it's rare to look at a piece of comedic writing and just be like, I can't add anything to this, I'll just say it like you wrote it and I'm good to go, and so, um, that's really basically it. It's so
Well, we
fun.
absolutely love it, and we love Courtney. So thank you, sir.
I'm so glad. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a joy doing that job. And then I got to play the singing, dancing villain in the movie.
Yep.
Um, yeah,
Grover Fishoder. Yep.
yeah.
Yep. We were there for my birthday.
There you go.
So I'm curious, are there any live discussions with Netflix for a potential fourth Wet Hot American Summer?
I mean, never say never for sure. And I did hear from Ted Sarandos just the other day, being like, "Hey, it's been 10 years. Like, what?" But who knows? Uh,
I'd love it.
the Wet Hot American Summer is a two-way creation of me and Michael Showalter, and he's very busy making his own big movies and stuff all the time. So we'll see.
Well, my fingers are crossed. I really hope there's a world where we get a fourth Wet Hot American Summer. It's one of my favorites. Absolutely love it. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for all the laughs across the years, David.
Appreciate it, Rob. Thanks so much.